Okay. There you go. All right. That's good on you.
Okay. Hey everybody, Drew with Auditing Reno 911. I'm here at the Secretary of State's office. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for following me. Thanks for doing all that other good stuff. My goal in doing this has been always to make change in the system. And how do you make change in the system? So that's one of the reasons I'm here today. I've been paying a lot of money to file some lawsuits. So I'm going to give the state some more money to try to make some more change today. So, and if I didn't say it, the title says it, but we're here at the Nevada Secretary of State's office.
He said to the right.
Hi there. How are you doing? Good. Okay, just want to file the run for Assembly District 40.
Did you have an appointment?
I did. I'm late. Wasn't thinking this was the right spot to come.
Drew.
Rebar. See, you're good. You're remembered from last time.
I know Nicole is on lunch. What's your day going?
I woke up again, so life is good.
Any day above ground is a good day.
There you go. You've got good days, you got bad days, at least you have a day.
No sociology. You're not late.
My mother-in-law says, if you're not in pain, you're not alive.
Nope. Exactly.
Right.
When we get older, right?
I just had another birthday. Pain is it.
Oh, yeah. Like, as soon as you get 40, then things just start.
You start hurting.
Amen.
Oh, can I ask you something, please? Kristen will be right.
How long do you work for the government?
28 years.
Wow. How late am I? 1:15?
120.
1:20, very good. There you go.
Oh, traffic and.
Oh, no, I went across the street and then I had to, yeah. I went to the wrong spot.
Traffic was actually pretty bad.
What's that?
Black salt?
The gold building.
Oh.
I was over there thinking I could go in there. And then I called, where do I gotta go exactly? And they said, come back over here. So I thought you guys had another office in Parsons City besides this one too.
We do, we have the Black Salt building,
Okay.
but that's for commercial recordings, that's for all our filings, annual list and all that stuff.
So that's what I'm confused, is which office do you go to? You closed one, you have two.
The Myers, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, pretty blood.
so 20 years in government,
28.
28, and you're still doing it. 28, you could have retired twice, couldn't you? No?
30. I'm grandfathered in,
Oh, okay.
but, yeah, because I'm young, I'm not a retirement age.
You gotta wait.
I have to wait 30 years because I'm not retirement age.
So working for government, I'm doing this because I want to change stuff. I think there's problems.
I think that's where everybody enters in to change stuff,
To change stuff. And sometimes they're successful and sometimes they're not.
such as life.
So what do you think is the biggest thing that needs to be changed?
I worked in politics for 16 years, so.
Lots of stuff.
or you get in trouble if you answer it.
No, I think it's more on an overall, not as a secretary.
Now, see, my view is that there's too much regulation, that's ever changing in the state. there's too many rules to change, and there's a two-tier system that shouldn't be there. And if people don't feel like public servants, they feel like public officials. Yeah, I haven't even considered any of this. And I just, dealing with life, dealing with the government, it's just like you get driven to do something or make some kind of change because you get so frustrated with what you see happening.
Isn't that just life process?
I
As we
think
get
so.
older, we're like,
This is just stupid, why are you doing this? That's pretty much why I'm running, this is stupid, why are you doing this?
So it changes from that kind of conversation with our kids to when we get older, and it's like, no, things need to change.
Yeah, it needs to be, our interaction, I find it to be very pleasant, cordial, but I've gone around with my camera, and that's not true a lot of the time. And I find people aren't that way.
Hello.
Hi there, how are you?
Sorry it took me so long.
Oh, I was late anyways.
So nice to meet you, I'm Kristen.
Kristen and Drew.
Hi, nice to meet you. Come on back.
Have fun.
And it was also very much, to be honest. I'll have you sit over here.
Over there.
That's okay? Okay, so you're bringing them all done, so these were all done.
Yep, everything was
Because every
done.
candidate brings in some various different way of how they file these. Well, thank you for taking the time and doing all this. I'm just gonna, do you have any questions about the
seems-
filing?
Seems all pretty self-explanatory.
No problem. State Assembly, okay, I believe that is $100. And I'll need your driver's license too, if that's okay. You have this easy on me, thank you.
I tried.
Just to make sure. And do you have an Aurora account to where this is where you file your C&E reports?
I haven't gotten into any of that stuff yet. Is that like being a lobbyist, where you've got
No.
lobbyist accounts?
You just have to file contributions and expense reports.
Right, okay.
So,
That's- yeah.
if you're running a campaign and everything. So what I'm gonna do, because I have it right here, I am going to email you instructions for an Aurora account. And what's gonna happen, because you're running for state assembly, right?
Yes.
The first report that's due is the candidate financial disclosure statement. So I'll send you directions on how to set up an account, how to file the candidate FDS. That's due on March 25th. It's already up, so you can file it right now if you want to, when you go home. And then the first C&E report is due the 15th of April, and they're due quarterly. So they're due April 15th, July 15th, October 15th, and January 15th of 2025. So this will be easy because I'll be sending you this information. I have to make myself a note. Okay. Just want to look through and make sure everything's okay. So you don't have any questions? Well, that's
Not yet.
okay.
I'm sure I will.
Oh, you'll have my email, you can
Very
respond
good.
to my email if you have any questions. I'm sorry I'm taking up your time, I just want to make
That's
sure.
okay. You never put your name in the ring, you can never,
You got that right.
Everybody always says, do something about it. So.
Here you are. So this
Okay,
page wasn't
thanks.
filled out.
I don't have any of those things, but I'll be me then, I'm presuming.
Okay, would you be able to fill that in?
Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. sure I leave a space, put that page back in the right space. Okay, so now I've got to find you here. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
And I found you, which is
Found me.
good. It's a good sign. Okay. Put in your payment. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to take this from you. And then I'm going to also do, there's usually two girls doing this, and she went to lunch. So I'm going to write this real quick. Have you ever run for office before?
Nope.
There's first time for everything.
You gotta try something. If you don't try it, you can't win, you can't fail.
Exactly.
You never know what's gonna happen until you do it. No, I just see a need for some change, and, if you see a need for a change, you should probably try to make a change.
Sounds good to me. Okay. I just wish I could make my penmanship better. I tried, to no avail.
I practice mine. It doesn't help.
I better stop for a second. Is this multi-county? Is that why you're here?
Yes,
Thank you. So I was like, okay, I want to make sure you're in the right space.
40 is Washoe County and Carson.
Thank you.
Yeah, services from Clark, exactly.
Single county, but
Nope.
you're in the right place, so that's good.
I tried to read the rules.
Oopsie, Washoe Valley.
Does Carson City itself have anything that's just Carson City? Like
Mayor.
offices? Oh, mayor, sheriff, DA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Other than that, I think they're mixed in with it.
Any of that.
Yeah, they're mixed in.
Assembly, I haven't memorized them all, but, which district is which, but, it's probably parts, it's probably multi-county mixed in with something else, because they're fairly small, right?
Exactly. They're unique.
Yeah. It's like buying a house.
No, this is a lot less expensive. This is $100.
Good point, good point.
This is $100 and a chance to make some change. A house is unaffordable for a lot of people now.
Oh gosh, can't even imagine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I am going to get this I have to make a copy and redact it and be back in 2
Okay.
seconds.
So anyways, everybody that's watching, I decided to run for this because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, if you really want to make some change, how do you make some change? The bigger your voice is to make the change, the easier the change is to make. If you're in the assembly, you've got an opportunity. Things I want to change, fewer regulations.
Phil Miller asked what you're running for.
Assembly District 40. So yeah, I'm running for Assembly District 40 in Nevada, and I want to change some laws. I want to decrease laws. I want to make strong law enforcement, but I want to make accountability in government. I want government employees to be constitutionally trained. I want them to know what the Constitution says. I want public servants instead of public officials. So that's what I'm running for, is how do you make those changes? You know, everything else that falls in line with that, jobs, housing, all of that stuff, that's all changed too, but
So that goes back to
Thank
you. In your. Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Good afternoon. My name is Mark Galash. I'm the Deputy
Hey, Mark.
Secretary for Elections.
nice to meet you, man.
You as well.
I like your shirt.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, let's look up here. Oh, and I'm gonna grab here. Do you have a camera? I'm gonna take a picture of
I
you.
got, right there, we got lots of cameras.
Excellent.
The whole-
I love
I'm so used to it.
I love
I'm
you so much.
You're on,
so sorry.
and if it makes you feel better, you're live on YouTube.
Well, what I always do is I stand right here and get the seal and get the
Well, let's do
when
that
you
too.
signing.
Do you have your phone or do you want?
No, just use that. You've got lots of cameras there.
Cause or I
Okay.
can take your phone, we can have the more the merrier.
I got 2 cameras running over there right now, so. We'll just
Okay.
use those cameras, we'll set them over
Here,
there.
you
and
can
we're done.
use mine.
Yeah, now I need to have, oh, you want me to take?
Yeah,
one
go
from
ahead
here?
and take one
Oh
of
my God, your
them.
nails are fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
And I need to have you say the oath before you sign.
Before I sign.
And of course, I didn't bring up that blue pen, but that's okay. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna sign here after the oath, and then I'll sign it on a notary stamp. Okay, you ready? I
Yep.
want you to raise your right hand, please. Okay. Do you swear or affirm that everything contained within this declaration is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Wonderful. Congratulations. So now you can sign right there. Oh, let me move my stuff out of the way. Is this in your way too?
Oh,
My
it's fine.
stuff?
Your stuff is fine.
Okay. I'm gonna make you sit down and do it again.
Sit
You're
down
gonna
and do it
pretend now.
I'm gonna pretend now. Perfect.
And then you probably know about the photos and where they go. Do you have that information? I
I
think
do
it's in the candidate. Okay, okay, I'm gonna take a couple and then look down for me. You're a good model. There
Hey,
you go.
That's
So
my
I'm
phone.
gonna sign.
got a picture of you signing there too.
Well, I got video of both of you taking pictures of each other.
There we go, it's good times.
And what I'm gonna do, because I have to send you an email, do you mind, I'm gonna send you a copy of your receipt. Is that okay, receipt
That
of
works.
payment?
Absolutely.
Great, and then, I can't forget this, or you're really in trouble.
Gotta be stamped.
Okay, so now, oh, wait a second. Did you, oh yeah, you put it in here, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes it's
I
just,
think you
a
don't
lot
have
of
to
people
go back.
come in with a handwritten, so then when I see it typed, I don't see where anything is. Okay, let me make a copy of this for you, and I shall return, okay?
So change in society, that's, or not change in society, change in government. I want society to be what it wants to be.
Secret Asian man, I have a pocket full of acorns, so watch out. What did you have to sign? Somebody wanted to know.
Oh, that was the paperwork to run for office. So
Okay.
they got my address, they got the fact that I've lived where I've lived for more than a year, the jurisdiction, all the legal stuff. They gave me a bunch of forms with, where you can do, signs on the public roadways, a bunch of different rules. So basically just the rules on how to run a campaign and meet the obligations, filing obligations. You gotta tell people about their money, about, your money that you're taking in, taking out. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with any of that stuff. Deciding to run was kind of just a last minute thought. I've been thinking about it, but then it was the last minute, should I really do this or not? I don't know anything about running for office. I don't have a base. I don't have anything behind me other than I just decided to go make some change. Kind of like I decided to get off my butt one day and go out and film. And
Andrew, he'll sum it up after we finish here,
Yeah.
when they come back in and we
Yeah,
leave,
it's all
we
good.
go out.
But,
I'll have him sum it up.
but yeah, no, I'm running for office to make some changes in the things that you've seen in my videos. So the stuff you see in my videos, like DMV, should DMV be fixed? Should all the regulations that are being put out there on small businesses, should that be happening? Should the government come in and be able to seize papers and take things from people? Should you have expectations of your government? Should people basically that work for government be kind to everybody that they're working for as opposed to taking advantage of them? Should we, again, let's get back to, should we have public servants or should we have public officials? I'm for public servants. And how do we get the people that take these jobs, taking your tax dollars, how do we get them to be accountable and responsible for what they're doing? Because I think that what I've seen in my life is people get into government and somehow they live in really nice houses and have really nice cars. There's a lot of money out there, and I think there need to be controls on what's going on with stuff. You know, I think that government needs to get out of the social agenda and let people be people, instead of trying to pigeonhole us all into these categories of who people are. I don't think that's cool. So I just want government to do some really basic jobs. I want government to do roads. I want government to do policing, good policing, enforcing laws so that other people don't get harmed, protecting people, protecting and serving was what I want the
Andrew
police
said
to
you
do.
got his vote.
So-
ASD, only a little nuts, but it's okay.
I think doing what I do, going out and videotaping the police, going videotaping government's gotta be nuts. Going out there and doing that with a camera is scary as get up, or scary as hell. So deciding to run, give them $100 to put my name on a ballot, I think that was a pretty easy decision. So I can either win, I can either lose, but at least I put $100 to put my name on a ballot. It's Nevada, it's a gamble.
So, hold on, let's see.
I'm laughing at, sorry, somebody else was printing at the same time. So those are yours,
Okay, cool.
and, oh, I need you to sign right here. I already did.
Sign the book.
Sign the book.
I know the Secretary of State regulates these, don't they?
I don't, well, yeah, the notary.
And if I don't sign it, you're breaking your own rules.
I'm breaking my own rules, you know, I had a notary. I've been doing candidate filing for quite a while, and it just changed.
Oh, goodness.
You know, so, that's
How
why
did it
I'm
change
Nuts.
everything?
well, it was never online before.
Oh,
People just came in and filled out the forms and hand wrote everything, so now we have it uploaded, which is brilliant. It should have happened about 13 years ago.
I don't know if I'm gonna agree with you or not.
Yeah.
I'm,
Did you have trouble with this at all?
well, what I have trouble with, and one of the reasons I decided to run, is because if I'm running, I think I have more insight into what's happening in an election as a candidate.
Mm-hmm.
But why was my vote registered in the last election that I mailed in a ballot when I never mailed in, and I never
Oh.
voted in the
Let me
last
check.
election?
There-
So I was one of the names on those lists.
Right. Would
So-
you
so-
like me to check your,
I don't think it matters. I think the trust is lost is the problem.
New normal, it is
So,
a business,
How
a
can
revenue,
you-
profit.
How can you as a human being and I as another human being say, the computer made a mistake when the people programmed the computer?
Well, now
And it
with
just leads to
AI,
For me, it just leads to suspicion. Now, like I say, now there's this artificial intelligence stuff going around out there. So we keep expanding individuals' rights into the computer land. Instead of just, here's a piece of paper, here's my check mark, I
yep,
voted.
people for
Nothing's gonna
profit.
change that check mark.
We are
And I
at a
voted,
turning
whereas
point.
the computer voting is in the ether. You can't verify it as easily.
Yeah, Steve.
Mhm,
So,
I think I can find a couple squirrels.
exactly.
that's
And
what
that's
I'm
why
looking
you're
at.
running for office.
That's
I have
one
lots
of the
of
reasons,
acorns,
because I'm
so-
looking at the system going, can I trust the system?
Right.
And there's a lot of things where you ask questions and the answers aren't good answers.
Right. And I can't even answer those questions.
Yeah, and that's all, I'm just a guy that asks questions, and if there's a good answer, that makes sense, cool. If there's an answer that doesn't make a lot of sense, then why are we doing this?
Well said.
That's all I'm trying to do. Thank you for listening.
And thank you for running for office. Congratulations. And I promise you'll see an email from me when I get downstairs with the receipt and the instructions how to set up an Aurora account, okay?
Okay, great, appreciate it.
No problem. It was really nice to meet you. And you.
It was nice to meet you.
All right, so there you go again.
Scoot that, Sharon. Oh, can you get the door for her? Go.
Got it? I got it.
I was gonna open the door for you.
Thank you much.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, we'll follow you.
So anyways, in short, I just signed up to run for Assembly District 40 in Nevada, and what that represents is Carson City and Washoe Valley. So two different counties, but that's where the population base is. So my goal is, how do I make change that helps the people as opposed to change that seems to keep helping the government? How do I make change to make fewer regulations, fewer ways for the government to get people in trouble, but at the same time help people and keep society good? How do you do that? How do you help the homeless? How do you do all the problems that we got right now? That's what I'm trying to change. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I'll keep making the videos, showing you what I'm doing to run. My commitment is to be very transparent. And if I were to win anything, then I would record all that stuff too. So take the cameras into the assembly and record that process as much as, I don't know, how could they stop you from recording that process with the Constitution the way that it is? That's an interesting conversation. So yeah, my commitment, if I win, would be to record all of that as that was happening. That way you'd see it from my perspective. So I'm gonna get going now. I appreciate you guys watching, and have a great day. Thank you.